So I just want to make some comment here. I watched on the news this morning from the UK, and honestly, this is really getting out of hand. So this is Prince William's godmother, so this Lady Susan Hussey. So she has just resigned this morning as a royal aide after, asking a black British head of charity where she was really from. I don't know where the world is going into. I've had many questions like this. So I was born in China, and I'm living in Canada. My heritage is fully Chinese, and never really been offended by any of the questions. Sometimes people are just curious, and I think people have gotten extremely sensitive over the years, and nobody can really say anything anymore. This is not about racism. This is not about Black Lives Matters. None of that. This is just people are just curious. They want to ask a question, and I just want to go over the script. Well, this is provided by BBC News, and this is how the conversation went. Here, the conversation starts. So Lady Susan Hussey, she asks, "So where are you from?" So the lady from the head of the charity says, "Sister Space." "No, where do you really come from?" "We are based in Hackney." "No, what part of Africa are you from?" "I don't know, they didn't leave any records." She replied, "No, but what nationality are you?" "I am born here and I'm British." "No, but where do you really come from? Where do your people come from?" "My people? Lady, what is this?" "Oh, I can see. I am going to have a challenge getting you to say where you're from." "When did you first come here?" "Lady, I am a British national. My parents came here in the 50s. "Oh, I knew we'd get there in the end. You're Caribbean." "No, lady, I am of African heritage, Caribbean descent, and British nationality." The Royal Palace described the comments as unacceptable and deeply regrettable. I think this is just absolutely crazy, and the spokesman for Prince William said, "Racism has no place in our society. The comments were unacceptable, and it is right that individual has stepped aside with immediate effect." Susan Hussey, she's 83 years old. She's close to the same age as Nancy Pelosi. I just think it is absolutely madness where the world has come to. And anything you say can be racist. Anything you can say can be, misogyny, can be bigotry, can be hate, can be homophobic. And I don't know where the world's turning into. I think especially since the start of the pandemic with all these movements. And I don't want to get into too deep into detail, and I don't want to get myself into trouble. I just feel like sometimes it's a lot better just, to be honest. And one of my favorite movie scenes from the Rush Hours, if you've seen all three movies, Rush Hour 2, there was an older Chinese guy selling at the food truck. Remember, I think they were selling Camel's Hump. And remember Chris Tucker, he was like, "Oh, it's like, damn, that's some crazy you got some, you got some fried chicken and collard greens." And then they go into, they get into this exchange. And it was absolutely hilarious. And from Rush Hour 3, there's that famous scene. I'm sure almost everybody has seen it at some point. Chris Tucker, he goes into this kung fu studio, and he has this exchange with this blind older Chinese guy. And he asks, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I am you." And the other guy's like, "He's me and I am you." And the shame is that we'll never see movies like this again. Well, not on mainstream media anyways, because everybody's so sensitive and everybody thinks everything is racist and nobody's allowed to say anything anymore. Nowadays, people get fired and they're just like, "Oh, we went through your social media profile. We found this tweet sent out 8 years ago, and we found this to be offensive, and this is extremely racist, and you have been dismissed from your position." And it's an absolute shame. I know this channel's been active for years. I'm gonna relaunch this channel again. Thank God I didn't delete it, because the old contents are gone. I had some copyright issues. I want to just view everything from my own perspective, and I'm gonna talk a lot over the next coming months, mainly on China's zero COVID policy, on Xi Jinping, and what I think the Chinese Communist Party is going. So stay tuned, and thank you.